I am drifting away from my closest friend. Do I have a conversation, or is this just two people growing apart? We have been friends for over 10 years, but recently we've drifted apart and I feel like I can't even have a conversation with her at this point. It's been this way pretty much since I got a BF around a year ago. When she first met my BF at a party, she told my college friends that she saw him looking at another girl and how it was a huge red flag. Then, she would make comments like, "Wow, this is quick, are you okay with this? Oh wow, already meeting the parents?" Then one time, my BF and I got into a fight. I told her and she started saying how he is codependent and it seems like he was codependent with his ex and he is gaslighting me. I'm not even getting into the fight, but that was just not what was even happening. I do not bring up a word about him anymore. Haven't in months and she doesn't ask. She also bails constantly on plans. My BF lives about 40 minutes away and I try to see him most weekends, so I plan in advance with friends. Last time, she claimed there was a tornado warning. We live in NYC, so she bailed. This is complete BS and it was sunny all day. Another time, she was too tired. Then I'm busy for 3 weekends straight and she's like, "Oh wow, nice, have fun." And is clearly passive aggressive. She is not seeing me and that I'm constantly busy. I also do not agree with the way she views almost every scenario. She told me she cursed a guy out for saying looking good on the street and started taking pics of his license plate. I said, "It's NYC, just keep walking." She saw some guy taking pictures at World Trade Center, common tourist area, and she cursed him out as well and told the girl she saw him taking pictures and she was in them. The girl shrugged, said okay and kept walking. I said, "It's a tourist area, doesn't seem too alarming to me. I wouldn't cause a scene over that. Then, it's my job. I make good money and also work a second job on top of this." She is constantly saying must be nice. Wish I could afford to do XYZ. I graduated with almost 100K in student loans, am a first-gen college student and am far from entitled. I just have no empathy when she complains, as bad as it sounds. Go and get another job if you want to afford nails, trips, etc. This is what I'm doing. We are college educated and incredibly fortunate. I work in finance and really dislike my job but am staying for the bonus, and she says this is toxic and I'm in a dark place. I said, "You're either learning or earning, ideally both, but at least I have one." She said this was toxic as well. Next story 2. I don't know how I should talk with my father about his reaction, also don't know if he was justified actually. First of all, I want to clarify that I know I'm in the wrong in the situation and that I was childish. Last night, I went to the bathroom at 1:25 and pressed up the switch of my bathroom and immediately after that, the light bulb failed. I got in the bathroom regardless and, when I got out of nowhere, I wanted to check other light sources if they were fine, and from what I've checked, none of them worked. I looked outside at the neighboring block and saw some people having no problems with the lights, so it wasn't a general blackout in my area. Also to note, the other electric sources were fine. After that, I was worried that there might have been some sort of damage on the electric system. A problem that I don't know if might cause problems for the long run, like not having lights for a while if we don't fix it right now. I know. I was paranoid. I wasn't sure if I should wake up Dad, because I thought it might also be just something small, but I decided to text my mother at 1:30, sending a message of what it's happening, she was working, and asking her it's okay to wake him up. She texted back saying that I should wake him up and did just that, and I told him what's happening. After that, I went to bed and let him do what he thinks fits. But at 1:45, he entered my room asking me, "Are you out of your mind? Or you don't have mind in Romania?" He was angry and started to raise his voice at me. I would have said shouting, but it doesn't seems fitting, asking why I'm sending messages this late at night to worry Mom. She texted him too, and he said that it is immature to call them for small things. But the way he said it, by comparing me with a baby, and his reaction was real exaggerated in my point of view and generally using insults. I told him that he is waking up my sister, and he left upset. First of all, yes, I should have known that this is not a big problem, and it was nothing that couldn't wait till the morning, and it doesn't need a call from mommy too. I also sent messages in the middle of the night that could have made my mother worried for our safety, or thinking something bad happened. Not to mention my mom could have also being asleep and wake her up. She is a nurse, but she only participate on operations, which does give her some time to sleep during night shifts. Not to mention this was overall not mature from my side. But the way my father reacted, he was like I did something seriously bad and like I had ill intent, although nothing bad transpired from it. Now, I'm not thinking those calls he used were that bad, but he still felt like he has to insult me. I feel like all of this could have been said less aggressively and more calm. I'm honestly thinking if I should have ignored him. Now, I'm thinking how I should approach a discussion about it. This has happened in the past of him being too serious about something, and my mother told me he does that with other people too. I think I should address that with him, but I can't see him thinking he was in the wrong. I love him, I love him. But this way of communicating his issues have made me feel awful at some points when he criticized something about me. Again, I know I was childish in this situation. Edit, I'm thinking of trying to prepare a beginning speak trying to explain that I was in the wrong and then explaining how I felt about his reaction. I might have also prepare some answers for any questions he asks and possible replies. Next, story 3. My partner is moving away soon and says she is feeling distant. How can I show her we are as strong as ever? To start, some context that could be useful later. My partner has very bad anxiety, OCD, and a whole host of other physical health problems. My partner has been my only support for many years now. I live with my family, who absolutely under no circumstances can be trusted for anything that would remotely resemble being helpful and supportive. I have tried many times over many years to confide in them or generally cultivate some form of a relationship, and they clearly don't care for one. I also don't really have friends that I speak to about this. I have friends, yeah, but I don't have close friendships with people. I don't have anyone other than my girlfriend who I would discuss things like this with. My girlfriend got into her dream placement and is moving away with my full support. I've spent weeks helping her, went to look at accommodation, helping her with food preparation, and bought her a very early birthday present that I know she really wanted, since she was clearly struggling with the pressure of moving away, just to name a few. I just wanted to put a temporary smile on her face because she clearly needed one. She now has almost everything completely sorted and her course has started. She's moving up in a few weeks and she has told me that she has been feeling distant lately. She has voiced similar concerns to me before. She has anxiety and she is seeing a therapist for it. Back then, she determined that she was worried about becoming distant in the future, and that was being projected into her acting distant now in some type of way to justify her feelings. I'm not a mental health professional and I have no guarantee that this is happening again, but I do have reasons to suspect it. It's a very similar situation to before, and she has brought it up to me in a similar light to before. I'm desperately hoping to keep my girlfriend. I love her more than life itself, and she is absolutely the person I want to spend my life with. I don't know what I can do to support her. I don't have the knowledge or ability to consult with her properly, in terms of working through anxiety, but I know I have to do something. I don't have anyone to go to. We are going to talk in the next few days, and all I want to do is prove that we haven't drifted at all. There's no apparent signs of drifting anywhere. No loss of intimacy, no less time together, no weird fights, no lack of joy when we're together. I just have to let her know I'm there with her. How can I help put her at ease and show that we haven't been distant and will not be distant when she moves away?